Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I have another interesting tidbit of news for you, another interesting story. So let's get right into it. Now, before we do, if you like this content, please remember to leave a like, follow me on all social media platforms, and subscribe. This will help me grow my channel and it will help you get more entertaining content every single day. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and look at this article. So as you can see here, Trump supporters erect a 10-foot sign along LA freeway and it's torn down. Now clearly because of the geographic location of this sign, some people were a bit displeased with its sudden appearance right next to the freeway. You can just imagine them driving down the road in their electric cars, which aren't from Tesla because I don't think liberals are too happy with Elon Musk at the moment. And they just look up and they see a massive sign that says Trump. Like, think about how many days that sign has ruined. For normal people, it wouldn't be too bad to see a Biden or a Trump sign, but for the liberals of LA, it's probably pretty disheartening, and it's probably triggered quite a few of them. But anyways, let's continue reading the article. As you can see here, supporters of President Trump erected a giant 10-foot Hollywood-like sign along Interstate 405 in Los Angeles on Tuesday, only for it to be torn down, and here's the fun part, not by just some random angry people, but by a city crew within hours. Now that seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it? It's not the liberals having a meltdown who tore it down. It's the city crew, who are also probably, admittedly, liberals having a meltdown too. But it's a bit more official when the actual city crew comes and tears it down. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at a video of this sign. So as you can see, it's a big sign. Like, it is going to be extraordinarily hard for anyone to miss that sign if it can be seen clearly from this far away. It's honestly one of the greatest things and one of the most hilarious things which somebody could have done. In a predominantly liberal area, they erected a gigantic sign stating one word right next to the highway where people and liberals could see it. As you can see here, KTLA reported a sign estimated to be 10 feet high was facing northbound traffic near Getty Center Drive in the whatever pass. The sign, which appeared to be a significant distance from the roadway, was deemed a traffic hazard by the California Highway Patrol. Now if you look at this, look at the distance here, okay? You can measure the distance. It's not that hard to determine that if that's a traffic hazard, people need to drive more carefully. Think about it, okay? If someone manages to get that sign in the way of their vehicle, and it's not just because they wanted to run it over and took a massive detour, there is something wrong with them and they need to be taken off the roadway. You know, to be frank, I don't want anyone who that sign is a traffic hazard to be driving on a road that I could potentially be driving on. To me, that just seems dangerous. They should have their license revoked. The sign had been placed in an area with dry brush, and the reporting party was apparently concerned it could spark a blaze. The news station reported the police incident log stated. I'm sure they were. I'm sure the dry brush couldn't spark a blaze, but that sign could. Yeah, that makes sense, guys. I don't understand it. What's the logic behind that? I mean, it's clear we all know the only reason they wanted the sign down was because of the information and the message that it contained, aka Trump. But I mean, can't you come up with some better excuse than that? Though I suppose that any excuse to tear this sign down would have been utterly ridiculous. Now look at this tweet. Someone put up this Trump sign overnight along the 405 freeway near the Getty. This is right in the middle of what's largely considered one of the most liberal cities in America. You're just driving along and you look up, you know, you're eating your tofu and you're drinking your soy sauce, and you look up and you see a gigantic sign that says Trump on it. Now, for my part, I honestly think it is great. It is a beautiful act of trolling and is sure to make a few liberals mad. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the purpose or intent of this should be to just make liberals mad. I don't think that serves any purpose. Though it is humorous to me that someone can't put up a sign without people throwing such an insane fit about it. As you can see here, in a matter of hours, city crews were dispatched to rip it down. And this person tweets, "That was quick. The city of Los Angeles crybaby dimwits send out crews immediately to dismantle a huge Trump sign. Meanwhile, the tax-paying citizens have to wait up to 5 years to get the city to remove rotting trees from their communities and repair crumbling public streets." And then to top it all off, they put the clown emoji on there. Like a cherry on top. It really is a very descriptive emoji though, and it exposes these people for what they are. And as you can see, here's a picture of the city crew tearing down the Trump sign for being a fire hazard. Now you may be wondering, why does California have so many forest fires? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because Dan on Twitter, hashtag BLM in his name, big surprise, says this: "Spotted a Trump sign along the 405 near the Getty. Can we get a fire on that hill again, but just on the sign? I mean, Dan, listen, you can't be so careless when it comes to just, you know, starting fires because something triggered you a bit, okay? It's not safe." Like, I mean, it's worth noting that a lot of the fires in California are their own fault. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.